Grand Rising. Hope everybody slept well. Hope you woke up in good vibes, good spirits. It is exactly 4:04 a.m. early in the morning. Hope you got your third eye open. We're getting ready to get into it, man. We get ready to get into it. I hope you're ready, because it should be a good one. Should be very interesting this morning. Anyway, I put a symbol here. I want you to see it. It's called an Ndinkra symbol. Okay, that's an Ndinkra symbol. And it has a meaning. And I'm going to read the meaning to you of what it means. Everything has a meaning. Everything in your life should have a meaning. Everything that's connected to you should have a meaning. If there's a relationship you're in, it should have a meaning. Everything should have a meaning in life. And once you understand this, you're going to be better off. That symbol that you're looking at is called NKOSI. Let's say it again. NKOSI. Okay? And let's get to it. It symbolizes community. It symbolizes unity. The origin of the word NKOSI is from the Twi dialect in Ghana. The spiritual meaning, like I said, everything has a meaning. This symbol, I don't know who needs to see it, but it's here. I'm led by the ancestors. We burning for the ancestors. We up early in the morning, third eye open. Spiritual meaning for this symbol, NKOSI. The spiritual meaning of community signifies how everyone is and how everyone acts with each other. It's about the connection between human beings that are part of the same universe. Every individual is different, yet everyone contributes their special talents to the benefit of the whole, making the relationship between humans interdependent of each other. Wow. All right. Today's meaning for this word, NKOSI. A reminder that everyone has to contribute to society. Everyone's input is important because there is strength in numbers. Unity gives people strength and courage to assure people's survival and resilience. Unity is the key to building a strong society in which each member thrives. Now, the environmental meaning of this symbol, NKOSI. It says, the NKOSI symbol educates members of the society to always join their communities and or taking the lead roles in environmentally friendly activities to enhance the condition of the environment and its resources. So that symbol that you're looking at, it shows two links in a chain working together. That's what it means, NKOSI. Two links in a chain working together. See, how things gonna get accomplished is when we gotta work together to get things done. And guess what? That don't matter if you're Moore Science Temple of America. That doesn't matter if you're NOI. That doesn't matter if you're 5%er. That doesn't matter if you're a Christian. That doesn't matter if you're Hebrew. We got to come together somewhere, man. Somebody got to teach it. I seem like everybody preaching what they preaching and teaching what they teaching. And everybody waiting for Jesus to come back. I hate to be the one to say it. He ain't coming. Anyway, man, I just wanted somebody to get that message. Hey, I'm led by the ancestors. I put it there. And today, a blessed day it is. Like I said, it's early in the morning. we're going to be talking about the prophet, the honorable, the noble Jew Ali. So we're going to be reading a page out of the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. They call it, some people call it the Circle 7. Yeah, the 7 is on. All right. And it says, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Jew Ali. And on the back it says, know yourself and your Father God Allah, that you may learn to love instead of hate. Every man need to worship under his own vine and fig tree. There. Here we go. Before we get into that, let's get some understanding of who the prophet is. Noble Jew Ali was born January the 8th, 1886 to July the 20th, 1929. Possibly born Timothy or Thomas Drew, was an American religious leader who in the earliest 20th century founded a series of organizations that he ultimately placed under the umbrella title, the Moorish Science Temple of America, including the Canaanite Temple, 1913 to 1916, the Moorish Divine and National Movement, 1916 to 1925, the Moorish Temple of Science, 1925 to 1928, and the Moorish Science Temple of America, 1928 and onwards. He was considered a Surah and Nal style prophet by his followers. He founded the Canaanite Temple in 1913 while living in Newark, New Jersey. From there, he made his way westward and eventually settled in Chicago between 1922 and 1925. Upon reaching Chicago, his movement would gain thousands of converts under his instructions. Upon the murder of a rival Science Temple leader, upon the murder of a rival Moorish Science Temple leader, Jew Ali was arrested, but never charged, and sent to jail. He died on July the 20th, 1929, shortly after being released. Now there's a picture on the screen, and the picture that you normally see of him is the picture he took in 1925. That's the actual picture that I have in my house here. It says he was born Timothy Drew, January the 8th, 1886. And this is the part that really made me, and I'm not even going to front, this is the part that really made me want to learn more about Noble Jew Ali. It says he was born in North Carolina. Carolina's my home. That's where I'm from. You know how people from up north, they just be so happy to let you know they from up north. Well, I'm the same way about North Carolina. This is my home, man. My whole family here. Everything here, you know. So just the fact that Noble Jew Ali was born here, I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it said he died. He was born in North Carolina, United States. He died July the 20th, 1929. And here's the thing I want you to see. He was truly a prophet. I don't know if people even understand that. Man, it was a time in my life. Like I said, man, when I found out he was from North Carolina, guess what? I thought I was Noble Jew Ali. It should be a picture on the screen right now. I used to wear the garb and wrap my head and all that, just like Noble Jew Ali, because I was interested in his teachings, man. The thing right here where it says he died, it said he died July the 20th, 1929. He died at age 43. Now I want to show you something. His book that he left us, the Holy Quran, Circle 7, right? The 7. He died at age 43. 4 plus 3 is what? That's right. It ain't got to be too deep. I just want you to see it. He knew. Now, and that was in Chicago, Illinois when he died. It's the cause of death, they say, was tuberculosis and bronchopneumonia. Well, there's been a lot of skepticism around his death. A lot of people don't believe that's what happened with Dr. Noble, Prophet Honorable Noble Drew Ali. A lot of people don't believe that's what he died from. His resting place, where they buried his body, Burr Oak Cemetery. His spouse, Pearl Drew Ali and Mary Drew Ali. And this is what it reads. It is traditionally held that Drew Ali founded the first officially state-registered Islamic organization in the United States history, and was the first American-born Islamic religious leader. Although the Moorish Science Temple of America has largely declined, Drew Ali's legacy is significant because of its influence on the founding and ideology of the Nation of Islam. That's the NOI. Now, with that being said, let's get into what we came to learn today. Now we're going to be reading from the Honorable Noble Drew Ali's works. We're going to read from page 36 of the Holy Quran, Circle 7. This is chapter 26. All right? You're listening. It's called The Holy Instructions of Unity. This is chapter 26, page 36. The Holy Instructions of Unity. Open up your third eye. Pay attention. Let's get this morning, man. This AM. It says this. The gifts of understanding are the treasures of Allah, and He appointed to everyone his portion, in what measure seemeth good unto himself. Have He endowed you with wisdom? Listen. Have He endowed you with wisdom? Have He enlightened thy mind with knowledge of truth? Have He enlightened your mind with the knowledge of truth? Communicate it to the ignorant. For their instruction, communicate it to the wise. For thine own improvement. Listen. This is why I tell people, we study everything over here. I study everything over here. Guess what? And you should study everything too. Stop putting limitations on your mind or putting limitations on God. Your mind comes from God. Anyway, here we go. Have He endowed you with wisdom? Have He enlightened thy mind with the knowledge of truth? Communicate it to the ignorant for their instruction. Communicate it to the wise for thine own improvement. Listen, true wisdom is less presuming than folly. Folly is foolishness, for those who don't know that. The wise man doubteth often. Listen, the wise man doubteth often, and changeth his mind. The fool is obstinate, and doubteth not. He knoweth all things, but his own ignorance. See, a foolish person know every damn thing. They know everything, but they ain't study nothing. See why you need to study everything? A person so wise, like you would have caught me a couple years ago. Not a couple years. You caught me plenty years ago. And I would have argued you. I would have argued you to the ground about this book here and everything in this book. I would have fought you to it, tooth and nail. I would have fought you when I was in the Christian, because that was my Christian understanding. I would have fought you when I became a Hebrew Israelite, because that was my Hebrew Israelite understanding. And here's the thing. I've always been a person to research everything. Very intelligent. My grandma was like, man, you're just too smart for your own good sometimes. But when it came to religion, I want to show you how powerful indoctrination works. When it came to religion, I wouldn't research that. You don't question God and stuff like that. Oh no, this is how it's written. You don't. And man, I had a transformation. This is why when you come on my page, the NKOSI page, you see the right eye. We say the eye of Heru, or the third eye. I had an awakening. I began to see things clear. And man, my whole life changed. That's a true story right there. And you looking at a guy, man, my record was jacked up. Wow, I cleaned that record up, switched everything around, whole life started switching around. I'm getting jobs, they can't believe I get a kind of job where I can carry a gun. What? Wow, I was a bail bondsman. Look at this. Nobody can believe that. How the hell he can do that? Man, God can do anything. See? Not to get off course. Let's stay with it though. Let's stay with it. Listen, true wisdom is less presuming than folly, which is foolishness. The wise man doubteth often and changes his mind. The fool is obstinate and doubteth not. He knoweth all things, but his own ignorance. A foolish man know all things, but don't know the fact that he's ignorant. Ain't that something? And ignorant is when you don't know something. That's all it means, when you don't know something. Hell, if you didn't take time to go study and research it and check it out yourself, then you ignorant to it. You don't know it. And the only reason you don't know it is because you're moving in fear. Somebody put some fear in you that if you question what's in that book, or question about a son of God returning, or question about going to hell, you're so frightful, you're scared, you can't move. This is why when people when people get ready to go to a fight, you better already have yourself winning the fight in your mind first before you even get to the fight. Because if you're fearful, guess what? Fearful stagnates people. Fear makes you not move. Fear gets you stuck. And you can't proceed in life because you're scared. You see? But boy, when you get that fear out of the damn way, you begin to find out who you really are. You begin to see things for what they really are. Third eye is open on them. Listen to this. He knoweth all things but his own ignorance. 4. The pride of emptiness is an abomination, and to talk much is the foolishness of folly. Nevertheless, it is the part of wisdom to hear. Listen. It is the part of wisdom to hear with patience. There is their impertinence, and to pity their absurdity. Yet be not puffed up in thine own conceit. Even after you begin to learn and you begin to know that you know a little more than some other people, don't become puffed up. Don't get the big head like I showed you in the Third Eye film production. You don't want to walk around like the mega brain guy with a big head. You don't want to get that. And a lot of people, you will run into a lot of people like that. You'll see them online a lot. I just try to go past them people. Here we go. Yet be not puffed up in thine own conceit, neither boast of superior understanding. The clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly. Listen to that. The clearest human knowledge is but blindness and folly. Because you should always, always, always be learning. Man. Listen. The wise man feeleth his imperfections and is humbled. He laboreth in vain for his own approbation. But the fool peepeth in the shadow stream of his own mind, and is pleased with the pebbles which he seeth at the bottom. The fool is okay with just what he has, and he'll stand on that. Just like I gave you the ideology of how I was when I was a Christian, how I was when I was a Hebrew, because that's all I knew. And I was pleased with just knowing that. And for some reason, like I said, I would research and check everything out. But when it came to religion or faith, no, I wouldn't do that. Why? Because I was indoctrinated. Somebody put some fear in me about hell. Somebody put some fear in me about the Son of God returning. Wow. And that's been a problem with a lot of black folks, man. We've been in fear of a fairy tale that's been told to us, that was used to control us. Here we go. You're still with me? But the fool peepeth in the shadow stream of his own mind, and is pleased with the pebbles which he seeth at the bottom. He bringeth them up and showeth them as pearls, and with the applause of his brethren delighteth himself. The fool is pleased with just a little bit he knows. It's like a pearl to him. It's a treasure to him. But we already know from this book, and we know this book over here got its origin from ancient Kemet. We know that. I'm going to say it in every one of my videos. It was telling them not to cast their pearls. The pearls was the jewels, the precious jewels. Don't cast your pearls before what? Swine. Swine was considered something unclean. So, it says the fool, he bring up the little bit he know, and it's a jewel to him. Just a little bit he know. And he's pleased with that. All right, we still reading. 7, he boasteth, talk about the fool. He boasteth of attainments in things that are of no worth. You listening? But where it is a shame to be ignorant, there he have no understanding. Wow. And the only way you don't have no understanding, if you don't know of it. Like the inconstant symbol, how I just showed you that. How I'm reading this to you, and maybe you feel like, I'm a Christian, or I'm a Muslim, or I'm a 5%er, I can't read no but you all these teaching. Why? See? Here we go. He boasts of attainments in things that are of no worth, but where it is shame to be ignorant, there he had no understanding. 8, even in the path of wisdom, listen, still talking about the fool, even in the path of wisdom, he toileth after folly, which is foolishness. And shame and disappointment are the reward of his labor. Shame and disappointment is the reward of his labor. See, knowledge is power. I don't care if they talking about Buddha, guess what? Go get the book on Buddha, read it, learn it, find out. Because guess what? I guarantee it's going to be some truth in it. Read it, learn it. No, they over here talking about, what is it? The Kabbalah. Go get the book. Read something on it, learn it. Learn about the different poles. Learn about how you got to balance things. Huh? Learn how there's a positive and a negative. This is why you got 2 of everything, really. Except for a mouth. 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 feet. You get where I'm going with this. 2 sides of your brain. You gotta find a balance in between all of that. But the Indians, they be studying something called the Dharma. Go read it. Learn it. Wisdom is infinite. Always learn, baby. Keep learning. Never stop. Never stop. All right, we got to bring this one to an end. Even in the path of wisdom, he toileth after folly, and shame and disappointment are the reward of his labor. But the wise man, listen, the wise man cultivates his mind. Got that? The wise man cultivates his mind with knowledge. The improvement of the arts is his delight, and their utility to the public crowneth with honor. Last verse. Nevertheless, the attainment of virtue He accounteth as the highest learning. Wow. And the science of happiness is the study of his life. Listen to this. This is chapter 26, Holy Instructions of Unity, from the Honorable Noble Drew Ali. This is the 10th verse. It says, nevertheless, the attainment of virtue, he accounteth as the highest learning. And the science of happiness is the study of his life. This is why he told you on the back of the book, know yourself and your Father God Allah. And even in ancient Kemet, it tells you, man, know thyself. I know myself, for I am one with God, and you are too. Amen. I kept it real short and sweet. Hope everybody have a great day. Hope I said something to spark a flame in you to make you want to go study, search, dig in these books and learn more and more. For knowledge is power. Wisdom is infinite. Hey, man. Until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of each other.